And he's ready. He's ready. So let me move on over to the studio. And we'll see if we can get this started. Well, I was supposed to get it started, but the scene's not changing. Uh-oh. That's not good. And here we are once again at the studio. Beautiful, beautiful studio. Let me make sure the music is just right. Music volume. That's livable. I don't think we're going to drown anybody out. And today, the guest we're going to have is good old Moos. You guys know him. I like your Twitter neon. Oh yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Got the little tweeter. Got the Twitch. Might have to get a little YouTube eventually. We'll see. So let's see if we can go ahead and get Moos on the other line. And bam! I started the call. Now all we need is Moos. What's going on with you?
Chilling. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I am doing fantastic. So now I just gotta adjust my volumes and we're gonna be about ready. So let me just put us in the right spot. Oh, there you are.
Hey.
All right. And I do apologize that my overlay is flipped. I could not figure that shit out on Discord. So,
That's all good.
So, Moos, first and foremost, thank you very much for your time. Whoa, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. There we go. I like that everybody came prepared. Jimmy had his little city line background. You got that. I dig it.
Okay.
It's all right, Moos. So to start it off, how about we a little icebreaker, something simple. Why don't you tell us something about you, sentence or two about yourself, what you like, what you do, maybe your content. We'll give you open range just to start off.
Open range. I'm a chef. I'm a gamer. I have an OnlyFans. And yeah.
Okay.
Future porn star.
Future porn star.
I don't do porn, but yeah.
Okay, so that is a big time range of activities. Chef, gamer, OnlyFanser, future porn star. I gotta
do some cooking on the OnlyFans, you know.
Yeah, I gotta say, there's I've yet to see that. I've yet to see that anywhere. I've seen like food play stuff and all that. I've heard of that, but I've never seen like there's a big market there. Another thing I've thought of is what about porn gaming? Not like playing dirty games, but like imagine somebody frying out in Warzone and they're naked. Like literally that's it. They're just naked the whole time and they're frying out in Apex. They're frying out in Rocket League. And you know, when they get up to celebrate, you just got meat flopping around and you stream on Pornhub instead of Twitch. Do you think you can see a market for something like that?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You don't think people would be willing to watch that?
Nah, we was talking the other day. We were like, you know, like, so everything's starting to be inclusive.
Yeah.
Imagine a strip club, right?
Yeah.
With girls and guys.
Okay.
And like, how would you feel? Like, everything's inclusive. We want everybody to be included. So how would you feel like
If there was like a strip club, if there was both?
Like,
I mean,
the vibe would be good with the girl on the stage, but then it's like,
I think, let's see. So this could be tricky because I think it's in the spirit of what you want to do as far as getting everybody kind of turned kind of horny. I mean, at the end of the day, I want to say about 80% of people that watch porn watch porn that includes one of each. You know, man and women. So I want to say that at the core root of it, I'm sure people would find both enjoyable. That's just me because
my bad. I'd be good. My vibe would be turned off if I turned off.
I can see that happening though. I mean, maybe instead of one at a time, if you have them both up there and doing like a synchronized strip sex dance act.
Yeah,
and then you're
I can understand that.
Then you're basically watching like live action porn.
But you know, like you in Texas, down south, it's ass naked strip clubs. You get a lap dance, so you just out the corner of your eye, you just flapping. It's just flapping.
You are correct. When I turned 18, the first thing I did was go to a strip club, and they took me to one of those. And let me tell you, I remember how the place smells. It's different when you go to a place that is just no rules, no nothing. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some pink eye going around and shit.
I only been to one strip club, but that was in Florida, and it threw me off.
Was it the Dollhouse?
Nah, it was in Jacksonville. It was like a side of the road strip club.
Oh, you went to the side. You went to the Walmart strip club, huh?
It had one beautiful girl in there, and everybody was trying to get her. Like it was a line for her, basically, bro.
That's a business decision by her, in my opinion. I'd rather, like, if I had to strip, I'd find a place with the absolute ugliest people, and that's where I'd go. You want to limit your company? Hey, that's big ups to her. Wherever she is, I'm sure she's made a lot of money by now.
You might be still there.
She might still be there. Hey, she's running shit if she's still there. Oh man, that's crazy though. I still think, even though you say you don't think there's a market for it, I think there is a market for porn gaming. I just seriously do, because you look at a lot of streamers that are big, male and female. It's a lot of their looks that get the people. You'll see a lot of simps about them. You know, there's a lot of people saying like, "Oh man, please notice me." Giving subs, giving money just to hope someone notices them. Imagine what they do if their favorite streamer said 20 gifted, whatever you call a sub on Pornhub, 20 gifted this, and I'll show a nipple, or I'll take off my shorts, I'll shake my ass bare naked.
In the female world, it could be beneficial, but yeah, only way you can do it as a guy, you gotta find a specific audience. Yeah.
I do gotta be honest. In my experience, what I have noticed is that I think females are about as horny as us, but I think that men are more open about it.
Yeah.
Like I think, like I see my friends on their Facebook accounts, their job can see it and shit, sharing porn memes, not like actual porn, but you know, like it'll be Johnny Sins as an astronaut saying happy birthday to this legend for being the first something in space, and you know, it's like no shame. And
bro, I had a friend from a while back add me on Facebook, and fucking only messages he sent me is porn. It's like, bro, we didn't even have that type of relationship.
He just said,
like, why are you sending me?
Please tell me he at least said like, hey, how have you been? No, or did he just send you?
First message was porn, last message was porn. Like I muted his messages, so I don't know if he's still sending porn or not. I might have 100 messages of unopened porn in my Facebook fucking inbox.
Dude, do you think he was hacked, or is that just how he is?
Nah, I think that's him, bro. I think it's him.
Oh man. Damn. Well, with that with how open we are about porn, I guess the first question I had for you wasn't really gonna be much. See, Jimmy was a little more secretive, but I like to ask everybody if they could identify this person.
Not by name.
Not by name?
Nah.
You don't think so? What about by stage name?
She looked like somebody, but I don't know.
It's not like an individual person. It's like not like somebody like you're gonna get in trouble for knowing. It's they're famous. They're famous.
Who is it?
You don't know? You really don't know?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a Bella Danger, man. One of the biggest names in the industry.
I would not. I see. I'm into like the the Pogs, the
oh, okay.
the
Okay.
BBWs. You know
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's what Beck said too. Jimmy just straight up pretended he didn't know who it was.
She was good like 8 years ago. How you don't know who she is?
8 years ago. I think she was I think she's like.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. I think she's no. 8 years ago she was still an adult.
Okay.
I think she's my age. I think she's 27ish.
Our age.
Yeah. And Chad is being kind of asshole, saying just because I'm obsessed doesn't mean everybody knows her. Well, I want to say it's not that I'm obsessed. It's that she is the biggest name, #1, always on trending, and she does other content. Like she does answer the internet shit that I think is pretty funny. They asked her the other day if oh, and here's a question for you too. If you are on if you're on Tinder and you matchmake with one of your best friend's little sisters, do you pursue it?
No.
No? You wouldn't pursue it? She said, yeah, just don't tell them about it. She said, I mean, because they matchmated with you too. That means they also want to hit. So it's not like a one-sided thing. You're not doing anything wrong.
I probably matchmade because I didn't know, but no, I couldn't do that.
No?
No, because I see like my best friends as brothers, so.
Oh, okay. So it's like there's like a family tie thing there.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I only like hitting up people that I match with like from back in the day. It'd be still weird. Like what? Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I did date a friend's sister at one point, and that went about as well as you'd imagine it went. It wasn't best friend though. Best friend, I think I'm with you. Best friend's off limits, but this guy was just
it was a friend, man.
This guy was just a regular friend. And she hit me up first. Like I didn't like go and start talking to her, ask number. No, she messaged me on Facebook saying that she likes my hair or some shit like that. I've always had nice hair my whole life, thankfully. So it was something like that.
Hey, same.
Yeah, and I've always grown it out or braided it, something.
I got a question for you.
Oh yeah, feel free.
I know the glasses are inspiration from Dr. Disrespect.
Yes.
But what made you like actually pursue it 100%?
Or like a full, maybe just full send?
Yeah.
The pandemic. I had nothing else to do. I've been stuck at home. No, but aside from that, I needed a little something extra. I was in, as you know, I was in Rocket League. I was playing about 8 hours a day of Rocket League, and that was just getting washed. It was just washed. Me and my friends were all tired of it. We all collectively agreed we can't do this anymore. We got lives to live. We're not making career money off of this. We're making some money, but it's not like this isn't a job, and we've given X amount of hours, 6,500 in my case. That's my hour playtime in Rocket League. Yeah, we've given up this many hours into this game, and it's not our career. Like I don't do only this. It's time to stop. And I needed something. I love gaming still, and I love talking, and like I loved going to events, meeting people, and I needed something, but I don't know. So I full sent on this because I felt that it's better to do something like this than to just try to be regular.
Yeah.
I needed something that separates me from anybody else that's streaming, because I know how tough the business is. So yeah, I just all those together and just said, you know what, we're gonna full send on this. We needed something. A little something.
Big something.
Big something. Yeah. I like that. I like that segue too. I love that we start with gaming porn, strip club into the core of who I am.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it.
Yeah. I like that a lot. So we were talking about Tinder. I did have something in my notes that I had meant to ask you for a long time.
What's up?
Do you think that it is okay to lie in any way, just straight cap and lie in order to get dates, in order to have sex, in order to get chicks? Is it okay to just lie, straight up lie? Not asking if you do it. I'm saying, is it okay?
Yeah, that's a tough one because it's like, I don't know. I feel like you're supposed to present yourself in the best way you know how.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And if that gives you confidence to pursue something for a night, then do it. But if you plan on sticking around, then nah, you shouldn't lie at all.
Okay. That's kind of consistent with an old tweet of yours that I found that I wanted to show you. Yeah,
I got some crazy old tweets. Why?
Yeah, that's one you said. you tweeted, "It's okay to lie if they hose."
Oh yeah.
So I think that's pretty.
What year is that?
It's just from September 17th. So
yeah, it's got to be recent. I was using exclamation marks.
I'm glad that that's consistent. So if it's just a one night thing, and then, but then I found something else that from that same day that kind of I don't mean to harm your credibility, but then I also seen nah fuck it, lying is always okay for sex. That same day. So I was curious. I was curious. Yeah.
Don't even tweet like that.
So I am a bit curious on your thoughts on all that. You think maybe you were just trolling, just joking, just messing around for like a tweet?
Oh no.
like
I don't know if I tweeted that.
it was obviously just trolling, right? You're just messing around on Twitter for the views or something. Has to have been.
Yeah. I think you did that one. The first one sounded like me a little bit, but the second one, I don't know. I don't tweet like that.
You don't tweet like that? Well, I mean, then the third tweet is actually even more inconsistent because you followed up with, "I meant that tweet" right after that one. So
how did you find these? I thought I deleted them.
And just so everybody's aware, those I did edit those. He didn't actually say that. I don't want to defame you for real.
Nah.
None of those are real.
Bro, I used to post some crazy shit on Twitter, so I thought you had like type search and fucking search my ad with some crazy shit.
No, that was something I've been working on a while. It was almost like a chess game. I wanted to give you a question that there's an obvious answer to. No, you don't. You shouldn't lie for sex, and then say, well, that kind of goes against what you said here.
Bro, I probably tweeted some shit very similar to that. Like back in 2012, 2013.
As soon as you saw that first one, I knew you were gonna think was you. It's okay to lie.
Explanation marks.
Yeah. I know, and I was like, nah, he's gonna actually think he said this shit.
Oh shit, that was good.
Yeah, so that is something that I worked on for a while. I'm very happy that worked out. I think it's fun to mess with people like that, because especially if you can make it believable. Like right there, the first one, I bet you were like, oh shit, where'd he find that?
Yeah, you could have got me if you would have stopped at the first.
Yeah, but see, I wanted to make sure everybody knew it was a joke.
I was ready to search the tweet.
Gotta delete that shit.
Yeah, I used to wild on Twitter, but then I stopped.
Same. Not on my this account, but on my real life account, I messed around before. But that does bring up a point that I think is important that you were saying about lying for dates, lying on Tinder, lying on this. I think that you're right that there's situations. Like, I think if somebody else wants a one night thing, you want a one night thing, I think it's okay to withhold the truth for the most part.
Yeah, boost yourself up, make her come a little bit more, you know.
Yeah,
just flow a little bit more because you.
Yeah. I agree completely. But as you said,
You're an astronaut,
plumber, surgeon. You can just straight up say you're Johnny Sins. I mean, for all I care.
I'm a voice actor on Apex. I get paid millions.
Mm-hmm. I don't see the issue there because it's a one night thing. I mean, obviously, if someone's consenting to a one night thing, if they're like, yeah, I don't want anything past this day, I really doubt they give a shit who you are. I think it's all looks at that point. Right? If it's just a one night thing, I don't want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's just like 99.9% looks. So I think it's okay to lie in that point. I think it's okay to say, I make 6 figures. I have 3 homes. It's fine because it doesn't matter. You're never gonna see them again.
Yeah, that's my driver picking us up. It's an Uber.
It's an Uber. give him a tip. Give him a tip to call you sir. Yeah, see, that's fine. That's acceptable. But I do think I'm with you though that if you're looking for something more than that, I think you gotta just be straight up. I mean, maybe not initially. Like, don't lie, but you don't gotta you don't gotta lay it all on the table first date.
Yeah.
But like, let's say you just got out of prison. I don't think you gotta disclose that right away. I think you work your way into that. I am kind of trouble. The first day you say you ran into a little trouble. Second day you say this. Third day you can say I killed a guy the other 5 years ago. You know.
All right, so hold on. Is it lying if you don't say anything?
I don't think so. I think lying is actively avoiding the truth. So like
basically actively.
No. I mean, so if you're not asked, like if someone asks me, like if they ask you, hey, what do you do for work? And then you say something else, that's lying. But if you just don't say what you do for work, that's not lying to me.
All right, but what if she be like, oh, I don't like plumbers and like general conversation.
Hey, bro, plumbers can go eat one.
And you're a plumber, and then you just like.
I think at that point you gotta say, well, surprise, surprise. I clean pipes and wire and clog toilets and do all this shit for a living. Looks like this ain't gonna work. Unless it's for the night. Like I said, unless it's just for the night. If it's for the night, you can say, oh yeah, plumbers, bunch of scumbags, bunch of low lives. I hate plumbers.
I hate my coworkers anyway.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, no, that I think that is a lie. If she's like, I hate this and this, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just not gonna say what I do for a living. I mean, then what happens if you like get like a second, third, fourth, fifth? What happens if you're dating for like a few months? You just, babe, I can't tell you what I do, but I'll be home by dinner in time for dinner at 6. Like, what do you just keep it a mystery? Do you lead her into thinking you work for the FBI or something?
I don't even know how to do what to do after that.
Yeah, I say so. That falls back into I think the point of long term is you eventually lay it all on the table, but just piece by piece.
Yeah.
Like
you can't do it all at one time because you're gonna. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna scare everybody off, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if I'm on a date and someone tells me their life story, I might even ask for a split check. To be honest with you, I might even ask for a split check.
Oh, you. All right. Is it wrong to not pay on the first date? Cause we was having this conversation at work the other day.
Okay. Here's the way I see it. I think whoever asks for the date should pay. I think if I ask you, will you take time out of your day to come with me? I'm going here and I want you to accompany me. I think it's my responsibility to pay. That's how I've done it my whole life. I've been asked out once and they paid and I tried to pay and they're like, oh no, this is my treat. I asked you to come. And like
that's basically what we were saying too.
Yeah. I think that's a fair way to see it. And if it's just like a meetup thing, like, with friends or whatever, and just whoever, like if one of your friends wants to pay, if I want to pay, if we want to split, it doesn't matter. But date wise, if I'm asking you, I gotta pay. That's the way I've seen it.
Bro, I went to a birthday dinner a couple of years ago, and I was chilling. I was mostly drinking a little bit, But I'm the type that when I get lit, I'm gonna forget. So I pay for my drinks as soon as it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somehow at the end of the night, it comes around to, yo, we splitting the check. Yo, you know how much each one was a piece? It was like $60 a piece.
No,
And
sir.
I'm like, yo, my food is the only thing on that check. My drinks ain't. Y'all drinks is. How do you feel in that situation?
So, you got screwed, right?
Basically, yeah.
Listen, man, I'm not. I know a lot of rich people do it that way, but that's because they don't give a shit about money. I've heard people that do that where they all get together and just get whatever, everyone gets whatever they want, split it. That's some rich people shit, man. I'm not making the amount of money where I just can spend and not keep track of it.
Yeah.
If I'm rich as hell, sure, you know, if all me and like all my millionaire friends, I don't give a damn. It's if I have to put $800 down, that's fine. I don't care. But nah, man. Hey, I know my finances. I know my situation. I'm ordering what I can afford to eat. I think I'm saying, hey, man, I'm paying for my shit. You guys had all that stuff. I didn't want that appetizer, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't even touch that appetizer. I didn't ask this person to get 10 views.
Are you an appetizer type of person?
It depends. So if I'm going out just like me and the guys, yeah, 100%. Just because we're drinking, we're already drunk. You're gonna eat way too much. If it's just me, which I've done a time or two, which is kind of sad, but whatever. No appetizer. And if it's just me and my girlfriend, we usually just order a really expensive dinner each, like steak or something, and just skip the appetizer. So only when I'm with my friends, we do appetizers, just because, like you said, everyone's drinking. You're gonna already eat too much and just sampling whatever.
I've never been an appetizer type person.
No.
Give
Man,
me the food.
I like
with the drink at the same time.
That might just be a cultural thing though, because where I'm from, every single restaurant, like, dude, there was a restaurant that's like an Italian restaurant that gives you chips and salsa, just because there's so many Hispanics in my area that. You sit at a table, they bring you chips and salsa, so you're kind of used to snacking while you wait for food. Yeah. It's almost like they condition us to want it. And then when I move to places that don't do that, you're almost like kind of craving something while you sit there and wait. I just chew on ice though, so that works for me.
Oh, no restaurant ice.
You don't trust it or what? I've worked in a restaurant. I've seen sometimes they leave or their hand touches the ice while they're scooping and shit.
Yeah, I don't do the restaurant ice or restaurant silverware.
What do you eat with? Do you bring your own forks? Do you have like plastic forks?
Plastic. I asked for plastic.
Oh, that's smart. Okay. Hey, that's smart. That's really smart, actually.
Yeah, you just gotta think about it. They use a regular dishwasher. They're not like hand washing it like you would at home. Mm-hmm. Or if you do hand wash it, use the dishwasher at home. It's more sanitary than 1,000 mouths.
Like, that's true. I mean, and that dishwasher's cycling like 30 times a day too, so you know that thing needs maintenance. You know that thing is probably run down.
It just left somebody's mouth 30 minutes ago, got washed, and now it's back and it's going to your mouth. Just the thought of that make me not want to eat the food.
That's a point that I never thought of, but now I'm probably gonna try to go with plastic. Ooh, that's a good point. I never thought about that because I'm like that with cups. Like I always use the straw for that reason. But now, I never. Oh God, yeah. That is gross. And I've worked in a restaurant before too. That's the thing. I think my second job ever was I was a waiter for a truck stop. So you know I got all the crazy people. I worked the night shift there, and I seen how nasty it gets, bro. Like when you're in a time crunch, I seen the little shortcuts you take, and it's just like I
see that shit every night.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's a good little piece of advice for everybody. Request the plastic. Request the plastic always.
Please.
May as well ask them to use a paper plate too, fresh out the pack. Because the plates, I don't think the plates are any better.
See, I be thinking like the plates, but the plates are just a little different because the plates ain't going in your mouth, you know. So,
that's true.
Yeah. Some people got horrible teeth and they just.
Ah, yeah. See, that's gross.
He was chewing on it. Like, yeah.
That's gross.
Cleaning their teeth with their fork or their knife after they finish eating it.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that before with the steak knives, the sharp ass ones. Chat says they've seen people lick a plate before, so
I've seen that too, but I don't know. It's just way less common than that's little kid section.
I was gonna say if it's an adult licking a plate, you gotta like kick them out, right?
I gotta give me exactly what they ordered.
That, and then I think as the owner, you gotta kick them out. I think so. I think it's time to get them out of there.
Yeah.
Or give them a tortilla or something. Just a piece of bread. Just use that to soak up whatever you're licking. But to lick a damn plate, yeah.
Nah, not even on Thanksgiving.
I don't know if you've ever heard. I spoke with Holly about this. That even the thought of kissing is gross to me. Like
just a little bit.
Like just I'm big time where I don't like my mouth being anywhere someone else's mouth could have potentially been. Like even romantic partners, like kissing to me has always been like I guess the thought of it is what's weird. It's like, man, I eat with this thing, I'm burping, you know, brushing my teeth, there's food stuck in there. Did you brush your teeth? You know, like it's just that's the shit I'm thinking if I'm kissing somebody. I'm not getting aroused and shit. I'm like, man, I wish this shit would stop.
I don't know. I never felt like that.
No? I think the thought of germs and shit overwhelms me with kissing. But not with genital penetration for some reason. Even though that's probably arguably a dirtier area. That doesn't bother me.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Which one is more sanitary? To wash your hands before you piss or after you piss?
I'm gonna say after. Because and this also depends male, female. For male it depends size of penis. Because some people have to, you know, hold it to pee. Some guys don't have to hold it to pee because it's already aimed down for you.
Yeah, I'm speaking about males.
Okay, males. Yeah. I think it is always more sanitary to wash after. Because if you wash before, that's great and all. But what I'm saying is, you're of course whatever you've touched is gonna get on your meat while you're peeing, and that's just a given. But it's better than having whatever's on your meat on your hands while you're touching, because you're with your hands, you're more likely to touch your face, you're more likely to touch something and then have it near your face. Whereas your meat, it's less likely that's going to be anywhere near your own face. So that's my. I mean, I think doing both would be a good idea, but
that's a good point. See, my argument for that, I think both is the best. But if I had to choose one, it'll be before.
Okay.
Just because of argument. All right, check this out. I took a shower this morning. Didn't do anything for 2 hours. Just chilled around. Right? Shouldn't I wash my hand? Like, all right. So I did do things before.
Like by things. What do we?
My clean? Like, shouldn't my genitals are clean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say the P word.
Yeah, you can say penis.
Okay. My penis is clean.
You can even say dick if you want. I don't care.
I should wash my dirty hands before I touch my clean penis. Right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
Because after I finish with touching my clean penis, I could just walk off because my penis is clean.
That's not the worst point, but I think the thing to consider, it's just a little disgusting, because when I think of genitals, I think the first thing anybody thinks of is bacteria, and because it's like a small condensed version of everything else. Like, you know, our hands they're not like, imagine if your hand was like this, was fisted up, covered in clothing. Like, imagine if you had to go every day like this with your hand like clenched under your armpit, because your genitals are crunched up in underwear, clothing, squeezed between legs. So there's room. It's easy to get swampy. It's easy Even if you're not a sweaty person, it's easy for moisture to build. It's easy for bacteria to grow, germs to develop. There's just so many damn bacteria and germs everywhere that, I mean, even just sitting out in the open, we have them all over the place. But I think the genital area, based on clothing, based on being between legs compressed, I think it creates an easier environment for bacteria to migrate, develop, grow. I mean, there's a hole on both male and female. You know, we have our pee holes. Germs could be something could squeeze out of there. I don't know what you got going on. You're watching something nasty, you get a little juice coming out at some point. I mean, then what happens when you just get your hands all over that?
Yeah.
See, so like the way you're wording your question is, I can only do one or the other, right?
Yeah, you can only do one or the other.
So yeah, I think because of that reason, I think I'm gonna walk into the restroom, dirty hands, get it all over my meat that I already feel is somewhat dirty because of the location of it. Not because I didn't shower, but just because of the location, the environmental thing. I mean, I don't know if you ever suffered from swamp ass when it's humid. That's terrible. I imagine it's the same level of swampiness down there.
No, it's not. It's not as humid in Virginia as it is in Texas.
Oh man, dude, swamp ass is one of the worst things you'll ever deal with, bro. You step outside, if you're outside for more than 3-4 minutes, you just need a shower. Like, you're gonna have to shower in the morning, then shower when you get home, or you're just gonna smell like shit. But it's the same level down there, I'd imagine, for me at least. So I'm taking my dirty hands, touching my already dirty meat, peeing.
If you call it dirty, then yeah.
And then washing off. Probably like what? Hand washing's not even that effective, so I'm gonna say we're washing off like 80% of the germs. I think that's being generous too. And walking out with 20% genital meat on my hands, I think we can call it a day. Versus walking out with 100% genital meat all over my hands. That's my thought process on it.
Yeah, we should definitely do both.
I gotta say, me and my girlfriend recently had an argument about that. She says that I should do both, and I just...
Nah, it's too much time.
I just... Listen, it's not the first thing that comes into my mind when I walk into the restroom.
Yeah,
like, I don't walk into the restroom whenever I'm like, I may or may not have to use the restroom. I walk into the restroom when I'm like, hey, I gotta pee. So I don't have time to like stop and be like, wait a second. What did I touch? What am I putting on my penis right now? I just don't have time. I go pee and then without thought, then just wash my hands without thought.
It's actually not environmentally friendly either.
That's true.
Using more water, more paper.
That's true. I mean, and then if you use a towel, you're just drying your hand on a dirty ass towel. I mean, I'm about to out a lot of men here, but a lot of us don't have separate towels for, you know, washing our face, drying our body, drying our hands. Especially in college. In college, I had one towel. I had like one towel. I had one towel and I just washed it once a week. I probably...
I saw the argument on Twitter about people having one wash rack. I was like, yeah, it's kind of nasty.
Like, you mean like when you scrub yourself and stuff?
Yeah, having one that you clean like everywhere. I
gotta admit, I have one, but I don't wash my face with the rag. I put the soap in my hands and like scrub like with my, and I guess by then my hands are dirty. I don't know. You're in the shower, so I don't know. That's open for debate. How clean a shower is. Probably just have minerals and shit from the water. I have thought about that when drying myself on a towel though. Like, you ever dry your down low area, and then you have to like remember what part of the towel you use to dry that to make sure you don't touch your face or anything with that. I have to do that. What's that?
I said that's a bad time.
Yeah, it sucks. And when you forget which part of the towel you use, that's the worst. Because I usually actively try to, hey, okay, this part right here touch junk. This is not going anywhere near the face. But then like you're not thinking. Maybe you're listening to music or someone texts you, so you're replying to a text, and then you're like, oh shit, well, which part did I use? I've contemplated getting a separate drying towel just for genital. I really have.
Yeah.
Just because.
So what's your, other than Rocket League, what's your favorite game of all time?
Other than Rocket League, The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3.
Other than that, I already know that one.
Fallout New Vegas.
Okay.
I love me some Fallout New Vegas. I played the shit out of it. Let me actually see. Steam says I put 300 hours into Fallout New Vegas. It's a lot of time for a small game, but
Yeah, it is.
But like I said, Rocket League 6,500. I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta do the math on that. 6,500 hours, 20 divided by 24. That's 270 straight days of Rocket League. 270.
Damn.
Yeah. And people ask me, why don't you still play it?
Yo, I'm actually loving Rocket League right now. I just got plat again for the new season.
Oh, there you go. Now you do got to get yourself into some of that diamond action though.
I do. I'm more into Halo right now than Rocket
Dude,
League.
Halo is so good. I gotta say, aside from the bugs, like just gameplay, specifically talking about gameplay, it is so good.
Yeah.
What's your rank?
I was hating. I got, what am I? I'm Platinum 4 or Platinum 3 on controller and Gold 3 on mouse and keyboard.
Oh, there we go.
And opens, I'm Platinum 2.
Nice. That's really similar to me. I am Diamond 1 in open. I am Platinum 4 or 5? Platinum 4. I think I'm Platinum 4 on controller. And then I'm Platinum 2 on keyboard.
Hell yeah.
We gotta run some games. Some keyboard games.
Yeah.
Because I like it because it's one of the few games that on keyboard you don't have to be very good. You know the average.
That's true.
You know the average of a good player in Halo on keyboard is 45% accuracy. Versus controller, a good player, the average good player has above 60.
Yeah, there's not much movement advantage. There's no sliding for real on. I feel like the sliding makes you slower.
Yeah. So the thing with sliding is since this is an arena tactical shooter, it's more for head movement than anything. So because it's Halo, we all played Halo growing up. You're gonna burst to the core, chest, stomach area, then flick up to get the kill when you see them broken. So in my opinion, sliding is beneficial when you're running away for cover. Just so that you, like, if you're broken, you don't want them to hit your head because, you know, headshots insta kill when you're broke. But you can take like another 3-4 shots in the body. So it's if you're broken, I think that's when you start sliding, because then you're just moving your headshot. It's like Valorant, where the only time movement is any value is when you're protecting your head.
I think I downloaded Valorant, never played it.
Tough
Downloaded
game.
New World, never played it.
New World, both of them are good. Both of them are good. New World is, oh boy, it's like adult RuneScape. I don't know if you ever played RuneScape.
I ain't never played RuneScape.
It's adult RuneScape where there's levels for everything. I mean, there's a damn level for cutting wood down, cutting trees down. So, it's a good game. Good game. Now,
I'm trying to put a decent team together on Halo, man.
well, if you ever want to play, I'm down. I want to get Onyx. I'm about to be Diamond 2 in open. I kind of nasty with it. Dropped a 27 kill game in Slayer.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Slayer too. I had to carry a few people. Not gonna mention any names. A-Rod, Conman, and Beck. Bro, I felt bad for A-Rod. I felt really bad for A-Rod when we were playing our ranked. Because Beck, we were calling Beck trash and calling him ass, and then he ranked silver in those placements, and we were like roasting the shit out of him. And then A-Rod had one more game to get his rank, and A-Rod got bronze. And we were just talking all this shit.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, damn, poor A-Rod. How do I follow that up? I was like,
bro, I was playing with one of my boys and played all 10 of his placements matches with him. We won at least 7 out of 10, and he still placed bronze.
It's because they do it off of individual performance.
Yeah.
So Like I played all of mine with Jimmy, and Jimmy was always like consistently mid. Like he'd go like 11 and 10, or he'd drop 15 kills and die 10 times. You know, like it's good, but not like next level. Yeah. And I did slightly better. Like I'd go like 17 and 10, or I'd go 13 and 10, and like where my KD was just slightly higher. And they put us like a whole division apart. He was like gold 2 and I was platinum 2. Like a literal whole damn division, not like just one little segment. So they're pretty stern with that shit. Because A-Rod wasn't doing like awful. His KD's higher than Bex and all that. I was confused. But my KD's looking nice in that game. I'm sitting at a 2-3-3 right now.
What Beck doing on Halo? PlayStation God.
He was mostly just talking shit. He hates it. He hates it. I love it.
I love it too. One of my favorite games right now.
I'm a big fan of tactical games though. Like that's why Warzone just kind of, when I play Warzone, I can't have fun because it's not tactical. Yeah. It's all just who sees who first. So it's tactical in the element of positioning, but that's about it. There's no team play required. You can fry somebody with one clip can wipe a team of 4. Like if you hit all your shots, it's crazy.
That's very true.
versus Halo, if you run into 2 people, you can't stand your ground. You gotta put shots and find cover and call them out and hope your teammates are on a flank or a crossfire, or else you're dead.
Hope you still got some nades.
Yeah. And I'm a huge fan of tactical games like that. Valorant, I love Valorant for that reason. Valorant, the TTK is low because it's a 1 headshot kill, but you're gonna get traded. So if you run into 2 people, you're not gonna get them both. You're gonna have to relay information. There's a lot of spotting people and not firing, then waiting for better positions from teammates. And I get those same vibes from Halo, but without the hardcoreness of Valorant. Because dude, I can't tell you the amount of times where I'm positioned perfectly and somebody just peeks a corner, just a little, bam, snipe, and I'm dead. That shit doesn't happen anywhere else but Valorant and Warzone. So I needed something like Halo.
Yeah.
I needed it.
Loving it. Oh yeah.
All right. I had another little topic I wanted to mention to you. You seem like a space guy. You into outer space?
Love space.
Yeah?
I love space.
So one thing I've noticed, I don't know if you've ever seen like the Roswell tapes and all that shit where it's like they say there's aliens and all that. The one thing I've always wondered the most is how come in every recollection of aliens, every drawing, everybody says, yes, that's exactly what I saw. When they get with an artist, how come they never have genitals and they never have nipples? Like, it's actually strange that that's consistent with everything else, because I've never seen a drawing of a recollection of an alien where they have nipples or genitals, but they're always naked. So I'm wondering if that's a good thing for the alien community or a bad thing that it's consistent in that.
I don't know. It's like, some people be like, they're super intelligent. They don't need clothes. They come to realize that clothes are hurting their earth or whatever the fuck they want to say.
Yeah.
And yeah, they asexual. They just reproduce when they touch fingers together.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So I don't know. Do you believe in aliens?
I do.
Okay.
But that's because I'm not religious. Otherwise, I would probably have the Pope kick in my door right now and disown me. But I do believe in aliens only because of how large the universe is.
Yep.
It's just, in my eyes, it's too damn large for there to be, like, what are the odds that we're the only intelligent creature? It's just, I can't see it happening.
It's like,
yeah, go ahead.
If you believe in science, you got to look at it as there's no way that we're the only people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like a statistical impossibility.
And then even if you believe in like God, it's kind of like, well, it's kind of selfish to think that God created Earth and just stopped here.
I agree. I would agree.
So,
or what if there's like what if it's like a Greek situation? There's like multiple gods. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? I'm one of those people that's not religious, but I don't knock people's things. Like, I'm just like, hey, whatever. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. That's the way I've walked my whole life like that. Like, who knows? All I do know is like what's been proven. And what's been proven is that space is so damn large. The universe is so large that it's a statistical impossibility that we're alone. Like, the chance of it happening would be like flipping a coin 200 trillion times and it being heads every single time. That's the same chance we have that we're alone in the universe.
Yeah. Look at it, man. Look at all the animals and bugs. I honestly think insects are aliens. Some to insects.
Some of them, like spiders. Like, where in the hell do those things come from?
Like some insect, bro. They're digging into the earth, finding the earth's core, getting our information, and fucking flying off.
Oh shit!
Back to their country, back to their country, back to their planet, back into the solar.
Man, you think that's what the bees are doing? That's why we're gonna die without them all? Imagine if the bees were just like an alien thing to hold us hostage. Like, what did Kanye say about the bees? That he's gonna make robotic bees or some shit and send them after people? Like, what if he's an alien and he knows like the ulterior plan? Because if you think about it, if all the bees, if suddenly, like, let's say bees are robotic, like Kanye said, if somebody hits a button and all the bees just fall and die, literally every human being is gonna die within 3-4 days.
5 years. You say 3-4 days?
I think so, because there's not going to be any more plants being, because we're constantly tearing plants down and killing plants, and there's nothing being planted.
I think like 3-4 years.
Man,
it's gonna be done.
So imagine that would be the ultimate hostage. Imagine an alien just rolls up on your ass. Hey, you see these bees? If I press this button, all the bees die, and you die with them. Now submit or die. That would have been like a genius plan. I'm gonna cut open a bee. I'm gonna have to cut open a bee and see what's inside a bee now.
Do you think that aliens are on Earth already?
So here's the thing with that. I think that at some point we have to have made contact with something more intelligent than us. It's just the way technology seemingly came out of nowhere and then rapidly inclined. Like, the rapid incline makes sense. Technology grows exponentially. That's just a given. If you give somebody fire, before you know it, they learn how to turn that into fire arrows. They learn how to capture that fire in lanterns. It's just inevitable. Technology always increases rapidly. But the fact that initial technology came out of nowhere, the pyramids, pulleys, catapults, the fact that this just came out of nowhere. We went from fighting with sticks and sharpened arrows and using and smelting ore to make arrows and shit. We went from that to guns in such a short period of time. Like, what do you think the statistic on that is? When do you think the first musket was used? I bet you we went from bow and arrows and sticks to muskets within a shockingly low amount of time.
I think the first like gun was produced in like Asia somewhere.
Yeah, something like that. I think that at some point humans have contacted a higher intelligence, and probably I guess that would probably be an alien. And if whether it's been here or through messages, something has to have happened, because to me it just doesn't make sense that the way technology developed. We went from I mean, today we're on a video call that we couldn't have had 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Even 20 years ago. 20 years ago was just email was just created, wasn't it? 20, 30 years ago?
Yeah. AOL.
And now you can instantly send a message. I could type something right here and you'll see it immediately.
Do you think it's a conspiracy that we haven't been back to the moon?
No, I think we've been to the moon. I think we have.
You think we have?
Yeah, I do. Just because of I guess insider knowledge. I used to work for Blue Origin, so I kind of talked with a lot of astronauts and aerospace engineers and seen how the science of it works, and just the fact that there's scientific formulas and scientific aspects of how we got there that align with what it would actually take to get there based on gravitational pull and all that shit. I do think that we did. And if we didn't, we went really, really far to fake it.
Why do you think we haven't been back?
No, I think we have been back. Oh, no, you mean why I think we haven't now?
Yeah.
Money, I'd imagine. World wars were happening.
We got rovers going to Mars, bro.
Oh no, that's private though. That's private though. Oh, you mean the NASA?
Yeah.
Well, I think so. With space, it does cost a lot of money, and I think that the point of venturing into space, at least from a government aspect, Elon and Jeff Bezos, they just want to monetize it. They're just gonna want to whatever. But NASA, I think, is discovery is the ultimate goal. And I think if you've already been to the moon, I don't think you go back just for the sake of, let's go back and see if we missed anything. Just because I think your funds are spent elsewhere, like you said, the rover project. I think eventually they're going to try to maybe land on, I don't know, what else, what would be next?
I don't, because look how much stuff we're still discovering on Earth. And you
that's true.
One visit on the moon, why haven't any private projects decided to go check out the moon? Like,
that's a good question. That is a good question.
Like, why haven't we stepped a foot back on the moon? It's weird. It is weird. Especially since if we have the formulas to do it, it should not be easy, but it should be very, very doable. Yeah, I would say that would be my mindset on it. Like if I was in charge of NASA, I would say it's going to cost X amount of money to go to the moon. We're going to have to send these astronauts that could be doing this instead. And we're going to do this. And we've already been there. What's the next step? What's the next step after the moon? Then to them, it was Mars. Then now what's the next step after that? Probably getting humans on Mars. And after that, then what do we do? Then just like after... And then I think also what goes into that is that the fact that it's a moon rather than a planet that maybe potentially housed life, because Mars, there's evidence of lakes and stuff. So there's evidence that perhaps life was there. I think we should go back to the moon, but I think that with funding and with ambition, I think that they're just using their resources elsewhere. I mean, and NASA's honestly not at the peak of what it once was. That's a fact.
So it's not like they just have unlimited funds and personnel to throw at the moon anyways. Yeah. But I mean, you could be right. Like I'm not saying, hey, yeah, you're definitely trolling. Like I don't think you're faded or anything.
I ain't trolling.
I don't think you're faded or anything.
Not that one. I trolled a little bit throughout the interview, but not that one.
Yeah, no, that one I think it is possible that we didn't go to the moon. It is possible that.
I actually do not know the answer to that question at all. Because it's like, what the fuck?
Like, they would have had to go to really great lengths to fake it, because like the technology stands up, not the technology, the equations and shit stand up. Like some, how they have to account for everything. They have to account for gravitational pull. They have to account for the moon's trajectory and all of that does check out. That if they did everything according to plan, they would have landed on the moon.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
So it would have been like a lot of money and resources going into faking it, that you may as well have just done it rather than spend all the same amount of money aside from the rocket itself. That would be crazy though. That would be, and you know what? The government has done stranger things. So yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. If it came out, my heart won't be broken. I'll be like, damn government got us again. Because they lied about. I want to say I trust about 2 out of 10 things that the government itself reports. Like 2 out of 10 things, I'll be like, okay, you know what? That seems, they're probably not withholding info.
Same here, just about 2 out of 10.
Yeah, but 8 out of 10 things, I roll my eyes, like, yeah, sure, buddy. I'm sure those are the actual numbers.
Now I'm get ready to head in for the night.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It is about that time. Appreciate you for having a nice long interview. Held you for an hour here.
Appreciate you, buddy, for having me on.
Yep, and I forgot to tell Jimmy, but I will tell you this time. that if you need any content from this or whatever for your own TikTok, whatever, you just let me know. I can send you VODs. I can send you this. So I do want to make sure that you have just as much access to the VOD of this as I do. So just feel free to let me know if you need anything.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Hey, shout out Trev, shout out Jimmy, everybody else.
Yep, I was gonna say anything you'd like to plug, anything you're working on, channels.
Just follow me on everything. Moos_NG, Lil_Goat4, or Tweez _TWEEZE. And yeah.
There we go. All right, bro. Appreciate you. You have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
And there we have it. There we have it, everybody. What a great, insightful interview. Muffin, I am so sorry I was ignoring you. I was just lost in the sauce. I wasn't trying to, I promise. I promise you I was not trying to. So, we learned a lot today. I gotta say, the insight that we have gained into the world of dating, into the world of pornography, into the world of stripping, into astronauts, space. Everything about today was a grand, great, beautiful adventure. Think we need to make sure that we keep this spirit alive in the channel. I think what makes this channel separate from others is the weirdness, the strangeness, the overall willingness to talk about anything. Because I want to say I had a blast right there. That's two booms in a row. I play fantasy football. You know, they say there's booms and there's busts. I think we're 2 for 2 on booms. The Jimmy interview was phenomenal. The Moos interview was phenomenal. Both of them, we all got lost in the sauce. I always tell them about 30 minutes. We ended up doing an hour. Hour interviews on both Jimmy and Moos, because they're both just so interesting. They're both just such interesting people that it's hard to just say, all right, I gotta go, man. Like right there, the only reason we had to go is because I kept him for an hour, and I know time is money, baby. Time is money. But big ups to Moos for answering every single question with elegance, class, and truth. Didn't shy away from any of it. None of it. Not afraid, not bothered, and didn't mix his words, you know. He says what he meant what he says. Appreciate that in a personal way.